Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. This is a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Poomorao. With that said, let's get started. We are in the next mission, which is the fireworks mission. But before I start that mission, I do want to go over a few things pretty quickly. So after the last episode, one of my subscribers told me that if basically what happens is in the next mission there is going to be this big ship which I need to capture. It's going to be very difficult, and the only way to get some kind of special bonus mission is to actually capture that ship. So because I want to capture that ship, I decided to go back after the previous mission and make a few changes to my setup because, well, this ship is apparently extremely powerful. And I don't think that the setup that I created after the last mission is probably going to cut it. So I want to get the maximum out of my units and out of my fleet. So I did make a few adjustments, which I'll go over. First of all, I sent the Libération and the Isabelle, both unrated cutters, over to this smuggler's activity, which I'll read. Sir, a few days ago, a crew member from our supply vessel, the Rochester, reported a signal fire on one of the small islands in this area while fleeing from Spanish pursuit. Rochester's captain could not confirm the sailor's report, and it was initially disregarded. Since then, we've lost multiple vessels in this area. The officers agree a reconnaissance must be undertaken. Mike Stanley, midshipman, HMS Robust. It has a 70% success rate at this point with those two. So I assigned that. Next, we have the Serious Deal. Greetings, Captain. The Admiral has informed me that he's dispatching you on a mission. While you're in the area, I would ask a favor of you. Use this opportunity to collect a very rare butterfly found only on Nat Thomas K. Island. The Admiral knows the butterfly himself, and you know how the Admiral is with nature. I want to include a sample as proven in a letter I wrote to Joseph Banks, the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. It's a simple task. Anyway, I sent the Astarte there with a 61% success rate. It's only one ship, and this is pretty much the only ship that I could miss. I upgraded the Astarte. Well, I'll go over it. So I decided not to get the boarding equipment level 2 because I really need that 10,000 for the upgrades on my ships and on my units. I sold a few land weapons, most notably a couple of army brass cannons and some of the muskets in order to fund some other stuff. So as before, I upgraded the San Giovanni and put it under my my wing. Besides that, what I did is I decided to remove the 9-pounder guns, which they're still in the armory, so I will switch it up later, but I decided to switch the 9-pounder for 6-pounders, and I got some lightweight gun carriages in order to get the maximum crew over to the San Giovanni. One other thing that I did is I took some crew from the other ships to make sure that at least their capabilities are a little bit better than if they were completely fresh. But it's like 100 of the crew is more experienced, something like this. So it's not 100% experienced altogether. They do have the C-038 musket and sword bayonet, so that's nice. Anyway, I got them to 300, so the max, pretty much the same for all the others. So the Mercedes at 200, the Ferret and the Norwich can both carry 168 out of 170 when you have the hardened hull. So I actually like that a lot as well. And then we'll have the Aquila over here as well. Now, I don't have any upgrades for it at the moment. But then again, I also don't have any money. I basically stripped the Alert of all its crew. And, I mean, if I unmount this... Yeah, that's actually better, because if I unmount it from the Alert, I can pretty much put at least something on the Aquila for 950. And even if that's something as... hardened hull. No, then I would have to hand in 2 units. Yeah, that's fine actually. Now it's more powerful, and it's actually more in line with the rest of the 7th raid brigs. Of course, it means that the sloop will hand in efficiency even more, but they didn't have any crew anyway. So let's actually see what will happen if I put these Spanish. Nah, it's still too much. So I'll be able to put 1 crew on there. It's obviously not going to do a whole lot. So I'll upgrade it later. Basically, this is as good as it gets for the next mission. Now, one last thing that I can do, and I'm actually not really sure what happens, but I can lower the rewards that I get for the next mission, and that supposedly makes it a little bit easier. Now, I believe that this strategy, or at least that's what I read in the manual that they have on the website, it doesn't actually affect the ships themselves. So it's not as if there would have been 6 ships before, there's only 5 or 4, but it affects the AI apparently, and I really don't know what they mean by that. Like, this Sun Strike is supposed to make the AI weaker or something. I'm not really sure what that entails, but I'm actually, because this is it's crucial that I get this special ship. I think it's going to be especially important to win on this one, and I'll take a little bit less rewards basically. So let's get started there, and we'll see what will happen. But yeah, basically I'm trying to make things as easy for myself as it can get. Alright, we have 1,000 men and 110 cannons. We'll see how things are. I wouldn't be able to take more ships if I wanted to. We're escorting 2 captured Spanish merchantmen on their way to Belize. Since we are headed in the same direction, we decided to escort them. In the distance, we hear the sound of cannon fire. The merchantmen will remain in the rear while we engage. Right after, 8 bells rang and actions ensued. A Spanish ship of the line sighted. Bad odds, sir. Never tell me the odds. The Arrogante. We should use our prizes as fire ships against the enemy's ship of the line. This could tip the balance of the battle if we succeed. Or perhaps if we could manage to capture her, the Admiralty would be greatly pleased. Wheel amidship. Clear decks for action. The order has been given, and the prizes advance to support the ensuing action. We await your orders, Captain. My ships are actually crashing into each other here before I even done anything. I want you to turn around. Let's get all of you guys to follow. Actually, what I want to do is make sure that you try not to engage. Maybe try full sails. I find that often it doesn't actually click properly. Alright, here we go. So I want these guys to move to this side so they can move in the wind, try to catch some of these other ships. Why are you not going in sails? Come on. .6, huh? That's not very fast. Luckily, the San Giovanni is already almost taking water. So because they didn't go full sail, they're a lot slower. But let's see if they can still catch them. It's looking reasonable. You should steer clear of that Salosa, though. Once I get real close, it almost as if it slows down time here. I'm trying to get away from this other burning ship now. Ah! Get away! Need to stay sheer clear of that Salosa there. Come on. The difficult part about this game is, I think, often trying to micromanage certain things. Actually pause. So I need to get into good winds. To probably catch on with them. Okay, you're going with the wind, so that is rather the purpose, and not turn. Same for you. If they're going against the wind, they should be slowing down significantly. And then that should give me a proper chance to board them. Because that's just the burning ships. Again, let's pause. I don't like pausing during this game a lot, but especially if it's such a tricky maneuver. And I'm the kind of player who really, how can they go up against the wind this well? actually want to slow it down to half speed here. Because this is a really tricky maneuver. Don't tell me they're actually getting away with this. Okay, let's try to hold them through any means, which is going to be very tough even now. They're trying to turn. They already broke those. They haven't broken these yet. I'll be going in there with a new ship. Okay, so that means you need to go there. I need you to turn while you also go and try to hold on. The San Giovanni will take a lot of hits here, obviously, even now. But again, the goal is to stop them. I don't even know whether they can. Hold on. They're being dragged along already. Let's pause. So now I need you to target grape shot. You to target grape shot. You need to get close. You need to get close. You need to halt. And you need to get up front because we'll probably start boarding soon. So another thing that I now need to do is, because we're gonna board very likely from both sides, I want to start deploying my ships so I can get extra crew out there. Okay, so San Giovanni is boarding. And that means that I do want to at least already send units there. Now the Norwich is also boarding. That's good. So we're boarding from two sides. That means that soon I should be able to at least get forces to join in. You need to lay anchor. Once they can get reinforcements, I will send it. Yeah. And they cannot get reinforcements yet. That's okay. We're doing pretty reasonable. Oh, come on, not really. Okay, so the Norwich. Well. Okay, Norwich is boarding again. Good, good. They surrendered, which was terrible. do have a lot more forces now, so that's good. I want to get both of these ships out. Actually, I know I'm kind of doing this against the wind, but the Romulus is taking its sweet time. Right, I'll just have to wait here. There's the Infante. I don't think I'll need more forces, as I have a very significant advantage in numbers over them, at least. It's like 2 to 1. Let's just stop firing, because you're damaging the San Giovanni. Stop firing. Okay, let's help the San Giovanni. We still have a good... Okay. Let's go. As long as you're firing against them and not against the San Giovanni... Come on, go in there. Why did they surrender again? That's unbelievable. HMS Norwich. Let's go after them. Let's try to reboard. We'll get them eventually. They're down to 63. Come on. These guys are dead in the water because of the wind. And if you start sailing with them, you can take down the Infante. 34. If you're gonna surrender again... Yeah, that's fine. Get it! Thank you. Okay. Oof, okay. HMS Norwich. Let's get as many guys on the Arrogante as we can. No. I actually want as little men on the Arrogante as we can, because we'll probably not be able to keep it. Stop firing, please. There's nothing here that you need to fire upon. What are you doing? Okay, let's get most of these ships out of here. I lost a lot of men. Okay. But let's try to get them loose. Quite difficult at that, of course, since they're trying to do it against the wind. Okay, there we have it. Now I'll try to deal with the remainder of the enemy ships. Well, yeah, you guys, at the very least, try to sail away. Sail away, you're completely drained. I mean, I guess it takes them a long time to get going, but once they do, they're nigh unstoppable, I guess. Like letting down all these sails, it seems, is pretty tough. I don't think the Romulus will go down that quickly after one volley. So it almost seems like they're also standing still. These guys must be going backwards. I guess that could be a pretty reasonable explanation here. These guys obviously cannot use all of their cannons, but maybe you want to fire upon them. No. You can fire upon them, yeah. There's only really the San Fernando is left, the Infante. Is rather down for the count, I would say. Let's slow down the San Giovanni. There's a bit of a problem with the Norwich firing into it. Alright, there's one targeted, okay. They're going after the San Fernando now. I have them targeted on that. I mean, it's fine either way, but... Okay, let's keep turning. with you. In the hopes of turning the ship, which is going pretty well because, of course, the Arrogante is an insane ship at this point. Yeah, you have them targeted. Good. Okay, so we should be able to take down the San Fernando, and since the Arrogante is faster, they should practicably not be able to catch up in any way. I also don't know what they're doing. These guys are escaping, so that's good. Sure, why not board them? I mean, that's only if you can. It doesn't seem like they will. Okay, so the Infante is down. They're taking water. As long as you attack the San Fernando. Interesting how the wind changed, and thus suddenly they're rather free-like. Okay. I lost 600 men. Alright, quite a lot. We captured the Arrogante, so that's nice. He died, and yeah. Let's repair everything. We even didn't get that much cash here. Purchase cost is 40. Can I keep it here just for now until I have 40 in purchasing cost? I wonder if that is possible. Ah, The Admiral has responded by making a bold move to capture the fortified town on St. Andrews Island while their fleet is occupied elsewhere. Credible reports suggest Spain is now using the island as a gold repository where she collects the tribute from her colonies for shipment back to Madrid. I have asked for and been granted command of this expedition. We expect strong resistance on sea and land. Will you be in charge of the whole operation? Yes, I'm an experienced commander. So this is a special bonus mission. Let's actually see whether it's still there. It's still there as a trophy. So if I get the 40 reputation, I think I will have the ability to go for it. Okay, so there are a bunch of missions here. And, okay, so we got a few texts. This is the mission. Recognition. Captain, good news. Admiral Gaten recognizes you as an officer capable of keeping track of a significant number of ships. He has placed Diana-class frigates in reserve if so needed. Diana-class frigates in reserve if so needed. He stated that Horatio Nelson is an officer only found once in 1,000 years, and the wet lords will begin asking too much of him and start reassigning him to more land engagements. The Admiral decided to give you some help and pulled some considerable strings for those Dianas. P.S. See the old grumbler next time you get a chance. He asked about you. Commodore Stewart. Wait. Where's... Effects none. Ah, okay. So I can then buy now 5th rate Diana class frigates. It's not as if I got any for myself. Okay. So this treasure fleet one only gives me reputation, interestingly enough. Well, there's also a serious deal where I got... Captain, your patient instructions to your crew about handling insects gently were well done. Finally, I have a perfect example of the butterfly I needed. Thank you very much. I will be sure to mention your help in this matter to the Admiral at our next dinner. Robert Lander, ship surgeon, HMS Robust. Smuggler's activity. We found the smuggler ship. Or the smuggler's camp. Oh, so now we get a mission with filthy smugglers. Because we found it last time? Okay. Fair enough. So now we'll have 3 missions here. The filthy smugglers, the treasure fleet, and the crown jewel snatch. Snatch that gold. Alright, I'm gonna wrap things up here though. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll as a 3rd rate ardent class. Okay, well. I'll end it here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Spoon Around, Digital Pastor, Thomas Loft Schlin, Thomas B. Marshall, C Data, and Swords. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.